I don't know exactly the details behind the numbers, but this is the top NCAA wrestling program spending for the fiscal year of 2025. I don't know if it has to include NIL, if it has to include RTC, if it's part of their travel budget, like et cetera. This is just a number, and this is somebody posted this on Twitter. But a lot of the like the bottom end, like eight, Michigan, Iowa State, ASU, Virginia Tech, Rutgers, Nebraska all spent about $3 million. Ohio State was number four at 3.1. Iowa was 4 million. Oklahoma State was 5 million, and Penn State was $7.8 million. That looks pretty similar to the team score, except for Stanford, which I was trying to figure out the Stanford number. I texted a couple
They
people.
tried to cut the team.
Yeah, they tried to cut the team a few years ago. Obviously that's a big part of the argument. But if you look at their operating budget right now, it's probably around 1 million or maybe a little bit a little bit under. Like
Yeah,
that in itself is
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
it's very
What Ayers is doing is nothing short of amazing.
it's
He's
not
an
going to
amazing
be
guy.
it's not going to be popular. It's not going to be exciting, but it's very similar to what football would look like.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the playoff system right now for football, it's like every now and then you're going to get a team that's going to kind of run the gauntlet and is maybe going to make it into the playoffs and might beat a couple teams. I don't know if they're ever going to win it.
No. The
But
teams that are
big
spending
event.
the lion's share of the money are the teams that are college. Unfortunately, has become just like pro. I mean, you're buying it only it's not salary capped.
Yeah.
And you can get all the number one draft picks.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're a football fan, right, you're excited for who your team's going to pick number one in the NFL draft. If you're Oklahoma State in Penn State, you're going to pick the top 10 guys.
Mhm. Well, it's not even just
Let's
that,
not go
too.
down the NIL rabbit hole because we'll be here all night.
Yeah, I
Well,
know,
I
but
do want to
that's
say
what it
this
is,
because
though, right?
the portal situation has changed because this time last year,
was over.
I remember talking to Smith about like what was happening with AJ and like trying to keep him. And it's like you don't get a break. It's like now there's a little bit of a week break.
Yeah.
There's already stuff that I think I've seen on Twitter where it's like I remember I think it was the Gardner Webb coach was like
Yeah.
when you see other teams coaches following your guys on Twitter,
Yeah,
you
right
know?
away.
So this stuff is already happening, but it's kind of like where you said, Adam, it's like, yeah, it's like, okay, let's say you're Stanford and you get like a couple high draft picks, or you get a couple guys that are under the radar, they're able to get on your team. You only get them for a year, and then they're in the stinking
Correct.
portal, you know?
It's why pro sports have all the rules they have. College has turned into pro sports, but without the rules.
Yeah.
There's no draft. It's recruiting. You can get all the number one picks. You can pay them whatever you want. There's no salary cap. You pay whatever you want to your coaches and your kids. And by the way, there's no contract period. The contract period is daily.
Yeah.
They can just leave whenever they want. So as much as we like it, I mean, I'm not saying we don't like college
I don't
wrestling, but
like
like it is a total
I don't
wild
like
west.
it.
Like you're not gonna. Stanford is a little different. Remember, you go to Stanford, they're probably not gonna just transfer to somewhere
The
else.
other Ivies though, like Princeton did well, Columbia did well, Penn
Yeah.
did well.
Unless
Like
you're
there's a
real
reason
woods.
they can kind of work a little bit until they graduate, and then they can just transfer to somewhere else too.
Graduate transfer. Yep. Then you get the graduate transfer. But yeah, no, I agree. It's just you're gonna see that though. The teams that are spending. That's why I'm saying Oklahoma State with their spending and David Taylor and all that's going on with their program, they're the one right now that can challenge Penn State. And why Penn State's so worried about it.
Yeah,
Because
and they're doing things different too. Like, have you watched any of the vlogs?
the way they're doing things.
The climb,
Stilly
like
Boys?
the climb, and like the Stilly Boys and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
No, they're
It's
doing no, it's
genius.
phenomenal.
Creating
It
a
is
culture.
And
And what I think they're doing, and like they did it last year too, is like Kale wins like the real vote and they win the popular vote.
Correct.
Oh, we're gonna have two guys win it who shouldn't have won it. This year we had three guys win it who shouldn't have won it. We're gonna
Right.
beat guys we shouldn't beat. Kale's not doing that. And so David's winning those like little mini wars right now. We're leaving the national tournament 2 years in a row. We're talking about David. We're not talking about Kale really.
And remember too, the kids that he's recruiting, they never saw Cale Sanderson wrestle.
Yeah.
True.
I
At
mean,
all.
that's our era. Like the
Mhm.
kids weren't even alive. Like they saw David Taylor wrestle. So he has a big advantage with the youth.
Oh yeah.
Because no matter how good Penn State does in Cale Sanderson, it's like these kids want to wrestle for David Taylor. I'm not saying everybody, but again, he's got a little bit of, little ace up his sleeve with the kids right now. So he's trying to take advantage of it. Which
So
is
what
why
do
he
you
got the
think
great
in
press.
2 years? I don't think it's going to
I
happen.
don't think it'll be competitive next year.
No.
I think the
2 years,
following year.
2-3
I think the
years.
following year it could be though, because remember, NIL. It's
Mhm.
portal. It's not just the kids they recruit.
Yeah.
It's whenever openings happen, does the best kid in the portal go to Penn State now? or does he go to Oklahoma State? So next year, I think it's probably a done deal. Penn State's got all their guys back. Oklahoma State will challenge, but it
Plus
won't be that
Ono.
close. Plus Ono, right? But it
Mhm.
won't be that close, I don't think.
No.
I think the
It
following year.
won't be. In that's what I've been saying, 2 to 3 years. I think Rainey might be able to beat Swiderski next year.
Swiderski's
So
done,
they
isn't
might
he?
even upgrade.
No, he's got one more year.
Got
He's
one
got
more
one
year.
more
The
year.
only person they graduated is their heavyweight.
You said, which they'll have
Um,
Drayshawn, and Drayshawn's
which
he's
they're
an
gonna, and I
All-American
think
threat right
Drayshon's
now.
gonna be better than Doucette.
True
I think
freshman
Drayshon's
in the
gonna be
national
generational.
finals. Yep.
Yeah, he'll be elite. He'll be Gable Stevenson good, I think. That's my guess.
Oh, I don't know about
And
that.
they're only gonna have one hole, and that's at Facundo, and that's not really a hole.
Facundo's not graduating?
No.
Oh, I
No.
thought he was graduating. Good for him. Are you sure?
I think he's
Uh,
graduating. I think
He's
Facundo's
done.
out.
Is
He
he?
posted 17 years
Yeah, I think he's out.
career. I felt so bad when he
I thought
lost.
Doucette was their only guy
I
who's
think it's
not
Doucette
coming
and
back next
Facundo.
year.
I think
Oh,
those
but
two.
the one thing that I did notice too, that I mean, obviously Kale does so many things great, but I felt like in comparison, like Matt savviness, like I feel like a lot of things that Clovis and Buchanan do well, I feel like Kale does really well with Matt savviness, knowing how to win, and a lot of those Okie State kids like just weren't like Facundo doesn't have that in him. There was one other I was trying to think. I think he lost the bubble. Um, who else did they have that lost on the bubble? Okie State.
Facundo's a redshirt junior, by the way.
Is he? I think
Yeah, I
he's
was
done.
pretty sure he had one more year.
I think he's done. They had one more that I was like, those two guys just
He's not gonna come
aren't.
back.
They just don't know how. Yeah, his post made it seem like he was done with wrestling.
Okay.
I mean, he just
Okay, but he has
lost. He's
eligibility.
probably still emotional still. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Well, I mean, that's their
Did he
probably
leave
their
his
weakest
shoes
link
on the
coming back
effing
next
mat
year.
though?
No, I think only one guy did that.
Yeah, Zuba.
Yeah, it was. I was like, of all people, Zuba.
It's normally an international thing, but
That's